Welcome to another episode of Light of the Southwest. I'm Dr. Rick Watch, and I'm excited, and I'm here with Amy Cooper.
You know what? We're wearing exactly the same clothes.
Yes.
And we have exactly the same guest. But it's a whole different program tonight.
Who are our guests?
Our guest would be Paul Sherbow and his wife, Sherry. They've been married since last September, so welcome back.
Thank you. It's great to be here always.
We did another Light of the Southwest where everybody got to meet Sherry and hear the story of how they got together. And it's kind of cute, really. I'm kind of jealous, and not that you're married to him, but that you get to live in Israel.
Yeah.
That part, that's not.
You should be.
It's like
For all of it.
especially since she's just from Abilene.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay, God, how is that fair?
Well, we're missionaries here.
Yeah. But I don't have a 10-minute walk to the beach.
That's true, but there's always the internet. You could always pull up a picture of the beach. So, you know.
Yeah.
Somehow it's not comforting. So we're going to go a whole completely different direction, though, than we went in that program.
That's fine.
One of the things that we totally failed to talk about was the ministry that you have in Israel, taking care of the poor and needy over there. Because I know on your website, you don't make a big deal out of it. It's like, you know, we have people that raise a lot of money to, help people immigrate to Israel and help feed the poor and the needy. And I'm talking some big names, and those guys are pocketing that money like nobody's business, and nobody knows what's going on. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But you know what, Paul? That's not what you're doing. So what are you doing?
Well, you know, God instructs us to take care of certain people. The poor, the orphan, the widow, elderly, sick, and that's what we're doing. We are totally listener-supported at inspiredfaith.org, Inspired Faith Broadcasting. We bring the word from Israel to the whole world 24/7 right on the internet. And the support that listeners send to us, and we actually don't even solicit there. This is all, before I get into that, when I quit my job 14 years ago, God said to me, okay, I'm taking care of the bills. And I said, yeah, right. What do I do when I don't have any money in the bank? I don't sleep. But for 14 years, the bills have been being paid, and what's after the bills goes all out back on the street. We feed the poor and needy in Kiryat Yam, where we live. You won't see it on our website. We have just one little sentence that says your support helps do these things. We don't put pictures of people on. You will not see us going out and doing these things for people. I know that raises a lot of money doing that, but to me it's an embarrassment to the person you're helping. And I don't want to embarrass them. And again, I don't want to be embarrassed. What do I mean? Well,
I guarantee you, if you were doing it so that you could lay up treasures in heaven, if you were embarrassing these people, you're not going to have any treasures when you get to the other side. So there is hope for these people who are pocketing all that money.
You know, Amy, as you say that, I think about the stuff that comes through the mail constantly with these very dramatized pictures of the down and out in Israel. And this is why you need to support our ministry. And you hit it on the head. You never, ever shame a person, especially when they're down on their luck.
That's right.
You don't do that. You don't embarrass them.
Well, I want to say, and I know there are ministries out there that show pictures of kids looking around in garbage cans and elderly people picking into, you know, you'd be hard-pressed. You could travel Israel for years and never see anything like that. Look, even to the point that we have catering companies in Israel that they do weddings and bar mitzvahs and things like that. And they always have leftover stuff, and there's trucks that come by and pick up all the leftover stuff and go distribute it to the people that need it. What we do is there are small stores in neighborhoods in Israel that take care of the needy because they don't have credit cards, they don't have cash. Once a month they get some money and they come in and pay. In the meantime, the store owner writes down what they take. He's the guy that knows who's needy. We just don't choose. He's the guy that knows the family that this month needs some extra help, needs some bills paid. has a bar mitzvah coming up and doesn't have money to take care of their child for the bar mitzvah, whatever it is. So we make sure the money gets to him. He distributes it. He doesn't tell people where it comes from. He doesn't tell me who gets it. There's no accountability here, but we've been doing it for years and years and years. And on the holidays, Hanukkah and Purim, we bring in and we give him boxes of stuff to give to the kids. And we hear the parents talking to him, says, you know, it's really great. I have this to give the kids, and we really, whoever does this, please tell them and pray for them and bless them. And I hear it. And so I hear that how we think people are being helped, but I don't know who it is. And so when I walk down the street in my hometown, I can't say to myself, I helped this family. That's a pride issue. That's ego. I don't want it. Don't even want to be tempted. And I don't want those people to see Sherry and I coming. So that's the people that give the money. Let's go around the corner over here. We don't want to see them. It's for everybody's dignity, including our own. We don't need to be patted on the back, but we do need help. There's constantly people that need help for different things. We've started visiting one of the homes for the aged. It happens to be a Messianic home, and that we go and visit a few people there and sit and talk with them. We also, if people need help in doing something, of course, I used to do a lot more when I was a little younger, but can't do quite as much now. But I also take care of computers for people and things. People can't afford things. We do things. It's not just spreading the word is great, but you have to do it. Talking is not what God wants from us. He wants doing. So it's inspiredfaith.org if anybody wants to log on there and take a look at it and maybe pray about helping us feed the people there. It's a constant thing, constantly going on. We also make sure for Rosh Hashanah and for Passover, people have the money for meals and all their festive occasions and everything that they need. That's what we do. Been doing it for 14 years in Kiryat Yam.
Do you ever see the direct impact of that, or you just are aware through the storekeepers of
just
other
aware.
families?
What I see basically is that the storekeepers say, well, you know, this week 3 people said that they prayed for whoever's doing this. And I pass it on to my listeners, because who are they praying for? Not for me. They're praying for the people that have sent the money. I mean, it's a blessing that God has sent them from Israel, to have somebody in Israel praying for them. God knows where the connection is. God knows who did these things. We don't have to have a list of names and who did them.
If you enjoyed this clip, please feel free to check out the full version in the link located in the description panel below. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel. You can also connect with us on Facebook and Twitter. As always, help yourself to the diverse array of teachings located on this YouTube channel or on our website at glc.us.com.